Hello movie fans and followers of this channel. Today I'll be doing part 20 of my Blu-ray collection. So I'm going to start out with the movies I haven't seen, just to get them out of the way though. And I was checking, and most of these movies I have seen. So yeah. So I'm just going to put them in a pile, though, of movies I haven't seen first. So we can just get them out of the way, though. Okay. And there's going to be quite a few Disney titles in here, too. I have all the ones I haven't seen. First, I'll be showing you guys first. And both of these parts will be newer movies. So I'm going to kind of split it up between older movies and newer movies for parts. So I hope that you guys enjoy this series. I put a lot of time in there, and I had a fun time filming it, so hopefully it's fun though. Because I'm having a good time filming it. And this is going to be a long series, though. It's like one of my YouTube goals for this year is to have like a collection series of my Blu-rays. So I'll keep that going. I don't know if I showed this one yet, but if I haven't, it's going to be in this collection part, though. But yeah. So I talked about in the when I showed the first movie that I haven't seen the sequels yet. So I haven't seen this one yet. I started watching it, and it's very enjoyable. It's fun. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out fully, though. But this looks like a fun movie. It's like a decent film, decent murder mystery film. So I'm looking forward to checking it out, though. And speaking of the sequel, I got it over here, and I started watching this one too, and it was very interesting. It's pretty solid, very fun. So I'm looking forward to checking out the full movie, of course. But this one looks like a fun film, a fun murder mystery film. I saw the trailer to this movie, and it looks like a good movie. Looks like a fun family flick. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. I heard it's pretty funny for the most part. Definitely on my watch list. It looks funny. So looking forward to checking it out. I only seen like a handful of like the Halloween movies. I've seen the first one, I've seen the second one, I've seen I think, yeah, the fourth one. I saw Halloween Resurrection, I saw Halloween H2O, excuse me on that. I saw Halloween H2O 1998 sequel. I saw the tagline is like 20 years later. I saw Halloween Resurrection, which was pretty bad. I saw the remake, the first movie. That wasn't that good. And I saw the first Halloween. I mean, not the first, but like the first one in this trilogy. And I saw Halloween Kills. So Halloween 2018. That's what I meant. And I like most of them. They're fun movies. The first one is a classic, of course. Fantastic horror. Excuse me on that. Fantastic horror slasher. Really good. And the sequels are really good. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out, and I'm looking forward to checking out the other Halloween films I haven't seen, which was 3, 5, 6. They made 13 of these movies. A lot. And this one though, and the sequel of the remake. But I've seen most of them, and they're very fun. They're enjoyable, fun flicks. So I'm expecting this to be alright. I haven't heard the best things about it, but it looks like a fun movie. But I like the Halloween movies for the most part. They're fun, good time films. They're enjoyable. They're fun. Yeah. But the first one is a classic. Very spooky films. Some of them are very spooky, and then some of them are complete jokes. What I mean by jokes is like the quality of the movie. But I'm not talking about this movie, of course. I'm talking about Halloween franchise. I haven't seen this one yet, but it looks like a good dramatic film. And then last one on ones I haven't seen. I've seen all the Harry Potter films. I've seen the first Fantastic Beasts film, but I haven't seen the sequels. So, this one and the 2018 movie. But it looks like a decent, fun movie. Again, I didn't hear any great things about the sequels, but I like the first movie and I like the Harry Potter series a lot. So I'm looking forward to checking it out, seeing if it's good or not. Now for the movies I have seen, which is going to be quite a bit, this is a very good conclusion installment to the franchise, to the trilogy. Very good trilogy. I like the first one a lot. I like the second one. And I really like the third one a lot. This is my favorite from this trilogy. Really good end to this trilogy. Liked it a lot. Like the ending though. So overall, a really good movie with a great performance by Denzel Washington, giving it his all in this whole trilogy. I thought the first one was really good. I thought the second one, excuse me for a second, I thought the second one was good, and I thought the third one was great. Great movie, great action film, and I really enjoyed it for what it was. This is a pretty underrated film from 2021. A really good movie. Really intense film. A lot of emotions in this movie. You really care about this character, even though this character isn't really the best person out there. But you just really care about his motives and the people around him you care about or don't really care about. And great acting all around. So overall, this is a good drama film from 2021. Really good film. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. So good movie. Would highly recommend checking this one out. This is a pretty decent movie, though. I liked it a lot when I saw it. This is a decent film. It's fun. It's interesting, but it's not perfect by any means. There's a lot of flaws in this movie, but a really decent film. Very solid. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's a good mystery thriller drama. So overall, this is a really decent thriller with some very good concepts and good acting all around, but it's definitely not perfect. It has a lot of issues though, but I enjoyed it for what it was. A very fun movie, very interesting, and definitely underrated from 2021 though. Really decent movie. I'm talking about this movie, of course, not. But this one is actually alright though. It's a fun movie. This movie got a lot of hate, and there's a lot of issues in this movie, of course, but I found this movie to be alright. It's fun, but it's kind of dumb, wacky, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I know not a lot of people liked this film. A lot of people hated this film, or thought it was fine. I thought it was fine as well. It's a fun movie, but it definitely has a bunch of issues, though. So I do recommend watching this film for like a one-time watch. It's a fun movie. This movie was pretty good too. It was part of the HBO Max experiment. Day-to-day release from theaters and HBO Max, but this movie was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I seen the excuse me for a second. I seen a little bit of The Sopranos, so I know what it's about, but I haven't seen most of it. So I seen some of it, and it's pretty good. It's a good show for what I saw from it. But this is a very good movie. Very interesting, fun. So overall, a very good gangster film, mob movie, crime drama film. I enjoyed it. It definitely had some issues in the movie. I saw some of it. Excuse me on that. I saw some of The Sopranos before, so I got the basic idea about it. But I do need to watch that show fully. No, it's definitely on my TV watch list. But this one was pretty good, and very good acting all around. So, recommend watching it. And overall, a good movie. This movie was one of my favorite movies from 2023. Great movie. That's kind of like a throwback to 1970s dramas with a great performance by Paul Giamatti. Giving one of his best performances. I think Paul Giamatti won for the Oscars, or was he nominated? I'm not sure, but this is a great dark comedy drama. Really good movie. Would highly recommend checking this one out. Overall, a great dark comedy. I liked it a lot, though. This is a great movie from last year. Really good. Part 2. I like part 1 a lot, but I'm kind of debating on which one I like more, since both of these are like really good films. This one is very good. Very good. Second part. A lot of good action scenes. A lot of good character development. Very, very great CGI. Great CGI all around. And I like this movie a lot. Very good film. Overall, a great part 2. Really much enjoyed it, and very good film from this year. One of my favorites from this year, though. Now, this movie was fine. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It's all right. I actually did a review for this movie, if you guys want to check it out, though. I kind of liked it. I kind of didn't like it. But it's a fine action flick. It's enjoyable enough. It's a fun movie. But again, the premise of it, I'm not a big fan of. But overall, it's a fine action flick. It's enjoyable, but it's kind of boring during the middle half. But overall, I do recommend it as like a one-time watch. It's enjoyable, decent time. This movie was this movie is like one of my least favorite Disney movies. I didn't like it at all. It's okay, I guess, but this movie wasn't that great. But I'm a Disney completionist, so I'm gonna keep this film. But it's not really a good movie, to be honest. It had a really good concept, but the execution wasn't really that great, and the story was kind of forgettable. But overall, it's an okay movie. It's fine. It's worth watching at least once, but it's not a good movie. I'm being honest with myself. This movie was fine though. I kind of like this film. It's okay. It's fine. But it's not one of my favorite Pixar films. It's just fine for what it was. It's cute. It's worth watching at least once. It's a decent, cute movie. It's enjoyable, but definitely one of the most overrated films from 2021. Now for one of the most underrated films from 2023. This movie has a great performance by William Dafoe. William Dafoe was great in this movie as the main character. Really intense thriller, suspenseful film, and like a one location film, but really good character study, and it's a good movie. This was a pretty decent action thriller with a good performance by Russell Crowe. Really fun movie, but it's not great. There's issues with this movie that I do have with it, but overall, it's a fun movie. It's a fun action thriller. Now, this is an all-time classic. I absolutely love this movie. Norman Bates plays one of the best villains. I mean, not Norman Bates, but Anthony Perkins. Anthony Perkins plays one of the best villains, and Norman Bates, creepy guy in this movie. Very disturbing movie. But I like this movie a lot. It's a classic Alfred Hitchcock film. Alfred Hitchcock horror thriller. Probably my favorite film from his filmography. Fantastic movie. Would highly recommend checking it out. The remake isn't really that good, but I have a good laugh about it. Just how insane it is. But the original Psycho is a great movie. Now for this movie, which is one of my favorites from last year. I mean 2022. Excuse me on that. Very great. Very good 2022 movie. Great movie. I liked it a lot. With a great performance by Michelle Yeoh. And very weird and out there for a film, but I liked it a lot. So overall, a great movie, very out there, Very, very strange, but I enjoyed it a lot. So highly recommend checking this one out, with a great performance by Michelle Yeoh. This is just a stupid, fun, dumb comedy that I enjoy a lot. Very fun series. Again, the Jackass movies are just fun. They're just cheesy fun. People do stupid stunts, and it's just funny. And this was a good conclusion to the whole franchise. I really enjoyed it. I've seen all the Jackass movies, and they're just stupid fun movies that you enjoy. Probably my favorite one is probably the third movie. But this one is very good. It's very fun. I like the first and second one equally. They're decent, fun comedies. And Jackass Present Bad Grandpa is such a good movie. It's very funny. So overall, enjoy this film a lot. Good fun movie, and would recommend watching it. Okay. This installment was fine though. I think I talked about it during part 19 of my collection video. But I like this series a lot. It's probably my least favorite, but it's still good. Still fine installment. It's alright, but it's fun though. But I have a bunch of issues with that film, so there's that. This movie, on the other hand, is a great superhero film that came out in 2021. Great conclusion to the Spider-Man trilogy. Very good fan service. I had a blast with this movie. Very good. Great movie. Enjoyed it a lot. And one of my favorite Spider-Man movies. A lot of fun though. Very good. This is a very good movie. It's very fun. It's enjoyable. Very fun action flick with a stacked cast that's including Brad Pitt. But very fun movie. I had a blast with this movie. Very underrated film. Would highly recommend checking this one out though. Very fun, very enjoyable action flick. Very good dark comedy. And overall, a very good movie in that. So highly recommend checking this one out. Very fun action flick. So guys, next one up is a decent rom-com with a good cast. Very fun movie. George Clooney and Julia Roberts does a great job in this movie. They're both charming, likable, and this is a fun movie. It's a good date night movie. It's very fun. It's enjoyable film. It's a good family flick too. It's a good sit beside the fireplace film. Very good comfort film. So like that one a lot. This is a pretty decent filler. Definitely underrated from last year. Like this movie a lot. Very good performances all around. Especially from Daisy Ridley, who is a good actress. I like her a lot. But this is a very good movie. It's fun. It's enjoyable. Suspense film. This is one of my most overrated films from last year. I found this movie to be alright. It's fine though. It's a fun movie, but I'm not a big fan of it, and it's kind of like a mixed bag for me. Like, there's some parts that I like, and there's some parts that I dislike, but it's a fine movie that I do need to rewatch to see if I like it more, though. But it's alright. It's an alright movie to watch. It's fun. It's alright. Very good cast. Very decent acting, but I found this movie to be alright. It's fun. It's funny at points, but it's not my favorite movie from last year. Get what I mean, though? Now, this, on the other hand, is probably one of my favorite movies from 2021. It's probably in my top 10 or top 20. This is a very good movie. It's a very good action flick. Very fun, very entertaining. It's a dark comedy too, which is it has a very good cast in there, and it's very fun for an hour and a half. So overall, a very good movie, very good action comedy, and I had a blast with this movie. Very enjoyable, with a good cast. Had a fun time with it. Now, this movie is really good, but it's kind of weird. It's out there. It's not like a normal movie, but I like this film a lot. It's very interesting. It's a good take on King Arthur story. And great acting in this movie, too. Especially from Dev Patel, who gives one of the best performances that he gives. Very good actor. But this is a very good movie, but it's weird, it's out there, but I liked it a lot. This is one of my favorite movies from 2020. Great performance by Frances McDormand. Very good. Very good movie about life and the journey of it when you get older. Very, very touching, very emotional. It's basically like a day in the life of a person. So it's a life journey movie, but this is a great movie. Highly recommend it. Had a good time with it. It's fun. It's an interesting movie. So next one up is a very good movie that came out last year. This movie was controversial for kind of dumb reasons, actually. Dumb reasons. Very good movie. Very good story. It's a very disturbing subject matter, but I'm glad this movie exists because and very good movie on the subject matter. Told it in a more impactful way, and Jim Caviezel gives one of his best performances that he ever gives in his acting career. He was great in this movie, along with the rest of the cast. So this is a great movie. I really liked it. I had a tiny bit of issues, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I mean, I'm not going to use enjoyed because this is not like a fun movie. But this is a very good informational movie. It's a very good action thriller, dramatic film. So highly recommend checking it out. It's a great movie. This is a very good movie that came out last year. Very good, very fun, enjoyable film with a great cast in there too. I had a blast with this movie. Very fun adventure flick. Overall, this is a good, fun movie. I enjoyed it a lot with a great cast in there and pretty good acting, good CGI, and a lot of fun action scenes. So, highly recommend checking it out. This is a great horror flick. Really suspenseful, very interesting concept though. And very good characters. I mean, of course there's dumb decisions in this movie, but it's very interesting and I had a great time with it. Great movie, great horror flick, and I would highly recommend watching this film. So, great movie, great horror flick. One of the best films. 2023. Okay, we're almost done with this part. So, next one up is one of my favorite franchises. I've seen all of these movies. So my favorite is the sixth one. It's a great action flick. But this movie is really good. Very intense, thrilling, very fun, edge of your seat. Again, you love these characters. The first one is really good. The second one is alright. It's definitely the weakest. The third one, in my opinion, is really good. The fourth one is great. The fifth one is great. The sixth one is great. And then the seventh one, part one, is great. I love this franchise. Most of these movies are really good to great. I don't know. I wouldn't say that this movie franchise has like a bad movie in there. All of them are really solid. Great films. Most of these films are great. Some of them are just, one of them is okay, while the rest are very good to great. So definitely recommend checking this one out. It's a great action flick. And I'm looking forward to part 2 when it's coming out to like wrap up the story. Very great. Amazing part 1. Loved it. So yeah. Next one up. This was like an Amazon used copy. Some of them have like used copies. So, yeah. So I bought this one from Amazon. It was used, but if you buy some stuff on Amazon and it's used, sometimes it's like a library copy, but they don't have it because they got rid of it. But this is a decent action thriller, suspenseful thriller, very decent film. And again, I bought this off Amazon, so very decent film though. Now, this is a great movie, guys. One of my favorites from last year. My favorite movie from last year. Amazing biopic. Great performance by Cillian Murphy. He does an amazing job in this movie, along with the rest of the cast, especially Robert Downey Jr. giving one of his best performances. Amazing biopic from my favorite director, and amazing movie, and highly recommend checking it out. So now the last four are Disney titles. I like the first one a lot. It's a very good Disney movie. Very dark, disturbing film. But the second one, the second one is a horrible movie, but it's kind of funny how they kind of messed it up though. So if you like the first movie, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. But the second one is a terrible, so bad it's good movie. It's not very good, but it's enjoyable. So, very good Disney movie, and the sequel is bad, but it's enjoyable in that so bad is good way. Now, this movie is very good. It's very sad, emotional, but it's also very fun though. I saw a little bit of the sequel, and it's okay. For what I saw from it, it's not bad, but it's not great either. It's a Disney sequel, so but the first one I'm a big fan of. It's a great Disney movie. Would highly recommend checking it out. Very big fan base out there. Great first movie. I don't know about the second one though, since I've seen a little bit about it. Very funny movie. Probably one of the most funniest Disney movies. Very good movie. Very good characters. Very memorable though too. I have a blast with this movie. One of my favorite Disney movies. Extremely funny. I've seen most of the second one, and it's okay. It's not good, but it's fine. It's passable enough. It's worth watching, but it's not something I would put on though. But the first one is a classic. It's extremely funny. It's a lot of strange humor, but it's very funny. A lot of good characters in the first movie, and the acting was great. So highly recommend checking out the first movie, which is really good, very funny. And the second one is fine for what I saw from it. So I kind of recommend watching the second one, but definitely watch the first movie. So last one on this long part is The Sword and the Stone. This is a good Disney film. It's enjoyable. It's fun, but it's not their best. Definitely not, but it's a fun movie. Back in the day. It's enjoyable. And that's it for part 20. It's kind of like a long one, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later. Bye.